What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Armchair GM Sports Network and the Ottawa Senators NHL 20 GMO commentary series. We are here in the offseason of the 2024-25 season. Haven't uploaded a video in a while because it's crazy what's going on in the world, so I definitely have now some free time to pump out some more videos. We're here free agency, as you can see in the last video. We're on the cusp of actually breaking into the playoffs and being a competing team. We had a very solid year, obviously, from our free agent pick of Austin Matthews last year, winning the Maurice Richard Trophy, and then just like Maurizio O'Reilly having a big year. And I'm actually getting more comfortable with our top six in forwards than our bottom six, so I don't think we should be going out and getting or acquiring any forwards or D. So I think we're comfortable with our team now. Going to see what the progression looks like after this offseason, and we'll see what we have to do from there. There might be a couple of trades we might have to do to get some people off the team because it looks like our rookies are finally developing, and we're kind of just stockpiling on some rookies here. It'll be basically what we have to do is go through them and see which ones we're going to keep and which ones we'll put in another team or have them flourish. Other than that, I did just make a couple of signings to some rookies just for the AHL, so nothing big. So let's just sim to the next season. It'll probably pop up here. Okay, yeah, but we also have the trading block to clear out, and so we don't get 3,000 notifications from now until the beginning of the season. I hate how it autofills. Again, there's probably a setting that I don't know about, but as of right now, it's just really annoying how it just keeps autofilling. I'll change the block if I want to change the block. So yeah, we'll just sim through this. Okay, so we get that. We got that rookie, and we got that rookie, Petri Levo. Or net, we just got to sim to next season. But like I said, I think we can make the playoffs next year. I think we're heading in the right direction. This is a little bit of a longer rebuild, but I think it's going to work now with the team that we have now. So I think we should be at least a competitive team next year, especially with the growth we're about to get. And I'm hoping for another big season. Hoping for not such a laggy first start of this season. Hopefully we get off the bat at like a mediocre pace and then pick it up in the second half like we did last season and actually make the playoffs. It seems like it's tougher to make the playoffs. It looks like the Metro have been dominant the last couple of years. You have to kind of finish in that top three to be a contending team in the Atlantic Division. So we'll see which progressions we got here. Still says we're a contenders team status, which is really good. So we'll go to centers. No growth here by anybody, which is all right. Austin Matthews at 93, though, which is pretty good. Then we have Kerfoot at line 2, Norris line 3, and Gruden at 4. So you look at the roles there. That should help, too, with their roles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look at this system. Bodine and Vorbev, both 77 overall, which is great. Still getting some growth out of them. Take a little left wingers. Maurizio O'Reilly, 87. Logan Brown, 86. Byfield, 85. Not too bad. Vikers only a 79, so I don't think we're going to have him on the team. He's still listed as a minor checking forward, so we're going to send him down. All right, so let's go to right wingers, and we got Ivan Eisen, 88. So this guy went up by 1 overall, which is okay. So we definitely have some growth in his stats. I mean, look at the stats this guy has. How is he not scoring like 50 goals a year? I don't get it. Brady Tkachuk still an 84, McKayev 83, Hewitt stayed at an 82, and Batherson has an 81. So the question is, who is going to play on our fourth line? Because now Hewitt is listed as a third line checking center. Sniping winger. I mean, I could do away with him being at the fourth line for now, because right now Mikheyev and I believe Mikheyev and Tkachuk will be playing that third line. And then, Colbo doesn't need to be here. He can go. I don't think we have any growth from anybody else. No, but there is some high overall players down there that are growing. So we don't have to make any trades just yet. Or do we make a trade and send Hewitt to another team and get a fourth line player to play on our team with Batherson? I think maybe we could look into getting that. Defensive-wise, Brandstrom up to an 87, which is great. That's some growth out of him. Him and Shabbat, 1 and 2. Then we got Pionk and Smith, and then Kostikson and Dorsett. Let's just see if anyone's growed in the AHL. Nope, everyone. But we have 2 guys now. Hickman and Hernandez are listed as minor top 2 defensemen, so they'll rock that first pairing with Winchester and Schutz, or Patrick, and then Schutz and Guriev or someone else mixed in there. So we have a lot of depth there for the defensive part of the AHL. Let me just go back here. So defensive-wise, we had Chabot, Branston, Pionk, Smith, Castix, and Dorsett. I'm okay with that. Dorsett, I believe, had a okay year for us last year. Okay, he played for Belleville, so this is going to be his first year in the NHL. So we got a rookie defenseman. I think it was Castixon that had the first year in the NHL. No, okay, so neither played in the NHL last year. I thought it did. But we'll see what we can do with those guys. And then as for goalies, Tucker Tynan, 84. And look at Brigley, up to an 82. This guy is probably going to progress into our starting goalie starting next year. But as of now, backup goalie with some decent stats. And he will play with Tucker Tynan on that goalie pairing. And then Sanford in the AHL, which is okay. Looks like maybe we need some goalies for the AHL, actually. We'll have to go and do that. So definitely look at some goalies in the AHL. But other than that, let's go into the edit lines and see what our line combinations look like. I'm just going to best lines it for now and then go from there. Okay, so why is Kerfoot? Why do they have Kerfoot on the fourth line there? Okay, so now we mix that up. Okay, Mikheyev is going to come play up here. All right, so to maximize that first line, do we move Ivanov down and Kachuk up, or do we move Byfield up? Okay, Kerfoot on. Okay, it was Kerfoot that we did. That's right. And pretty sure we did Byfield at center, like that, because he still has some face-offs. He still has 82 face-offs, and we made Ivanov over here, and then maybe Brown does anything? No. Brown 86 as a third line. That's hilarious. Oh, Kachuk's now a third line role. Okay, so we can move Kachuk down here. So Brown, we're going to give some top 6 lines. So this should work. I mean, I could always do this and put Byfield back on the wing. But to maximize that first line, I think we're going to put Kerfoot with Matthews and O'Reilly on that first line. I mean, I should be. Will it be the same if I put Ivanov? No, Ivanov is not. Because O'Reilly's still listed as a second line, and I kind of want to keep him there. I think maybe him and Ivanov together could be a really dangerous second line there. And then Brown's still given that line the +3, and he's going to play like an 89 overall left winger. So him, Matthews, and Kerfoot could actually have a really good time there on that first line. So we'll keep those guys together. Hewitt, I still don't know what to do with this guy. It kind of sucks. I kind of want him, if he's a sniper, to play on his good wing here. I might have to just keep him as a fourth liner. You know what? We'll probably just keep him as a fourth liner. As for this, I think it was Castix, and yeah, I gave it a +1. I don't want to do anything too crazy here. Yep, we'll keep Chabot, Brandstrom, Smith, and Pionk. Dorsett and Castix don't really give each other a boost, but we don't have anyone else coming up, so that's good for that last D pairing. We'll do all the special teams after that. As for the AHL, let's just best lines it, see what it gives us. Okay, I want Tristan Roy to play line 1, and I want Vikers to play line 1 with Bodine or Vorbev. So Bodine gives him the best chance there. Levo is a guy we dress. So doesn't really look like who's this Mercer guy? Holy crap! Will this help at all? Okay, no. Maybe on the wings at all? Does it give anybody a boost? No. Okay, we'll keep Merker there. Oh, there's Shushko. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything else. I think that's good enough. Good enough for the AHL. Yeah, Hickman and Hernandez will play that first one. Patrick and Schutz and Kaminsky maybe. Guys, only AHL top 2s. Is there someone else we could put here? What's Cormier? Medium top 6. We'll be okay with Guriev. Okay, we're good with that. Is this switched? Okay, there's a +1 there. No, that's good. Okay, we're good like that. Okay, we're good, yeah. So that's good for the AHL, and that's good for the NHL. So those are the lines we're going to rock with this year, guys. Hopefully this does something. If Ivanov starts to slow down, maybe we'll move him up to the first line. He is projected as a first-line forward. Like, I can always do that, but I really want to maximize that first line. I really want them to be the front runners, and then we have a dangerous second line. So we have like a double threat going there. And even the third line of Norris, Mikheyev, and Tkachuk is even a dangerous third line to deal with. And then you got Batherson, Gruden, and Hewitt on the fourth line. So I won't worry about all the other lines. I'll do that off camera because it just takes a while. What we do need to do is sign a goal. It looks like our AHL goalie situation is a little bit lacking. I didn't know. I thought we were okay there. So let me just sort by UFA, goalies. Okay, so let's just look here. We'll sort by potential. Not like it really matters. So we got a couple 20-year-olds here. I got an Eberle goalie, 76 at 23. I don't want him to grow and take over for somebody. I like the 69 one. So we got Guy Gordorov. Sure, why not? Come over to Belleville for 3 years. There we go. And we'll need a backup. Let's go with we got a medium backup role guy. There we go. A couple guys here. Or maybe they might have to start because they're higher overall. That's fine. So we'll do the 25-year-old Rodrigue for 2 years. There we go. 8.25. So we'll get those two goalies in. I did see somebody here in the RFA. Is that Dylan Cousins? Wow, no one made an offer, and he's only wants 1.9. How has no one made an offer for this guy? He fits on our line 1 now. Okay, or offensive line 3, line scouted for. But he fits our scheme on line 1. This guy could be the answer we have to play with Ivanov, maybe. I mean, we could take a chance. Hang on a sec. Let's just see what... If we offered them 1 year at $2 million, what's the compensation? This year's third. I'm not. You know what? Let's just offer this. I just want to see. If not, we'll trade him to the Sabres because that's not really fair. Dylan Cousins shouldn't be a freaking RFA. So yeah. So let's just sim a couple of days here. Make sure the goalies get on the team. I decided to accept your offer. Okay. So we had the one goalie. And we got Olivier Rodrigue, and so I just accept your offer. Just got to wait for the Sabres to match it. As all Sabres have chosen to match your offer. Okay, there you go. That's okay. So he's back on the Sabres because that kind of seemed weird that he was a RFA at the beginning of the season. So there you go. Now look, we're team status is champion now. So we should have a good season here, guys. So what I'm going to do is off camera is I'm going to just... fix the lines up a bit, and then we'll sim over to the deadline, see where we're at. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're here at the deadline, and yes, you can see that record's right. We have a really good season this year, and that's good enough for second in the Atlantic. I'd like to be a little bit better because we were doing really good, and I'll show you guys where it was just recently we started to drop off. And that was in the month of... So we started doing good. You can see here in the month of December, there's a lot of W's there. We did go to a shootout a fair amount more than I like to. Even in January, we were doing okay. And it wasn't until the end here, this first week of February. So we started out 1-2. And then you can see here where there's more losses happening than wins up until the deadline here. So not bad, though. 36-22 in 3. So we only lost 3 of those shootouts that we had all year. So... I haven't looked at any of the stats yet or anything. I'm just looking at the standings here. I think we're good enough to make the playoffs, I'm hoping, but it's a really tight division, so it's going to come down to it. I don't know if we need to acquire anybody. Might have to just take a look, but let's just see what our team looks like first. So we'll sort it by forwards, and look at that. Matthews up 56 points, leading the way. Ivanov up to 21 goals is what I like to see. So I like to see him flourishing in the goal-scoring category. Matthews obviously up there as well. Maurizio O'Reilly with 50 points as well. Byfield 43, Kerfoot 40. Batherson with 29 points on the fourth line. Like, this kid's just a stud. Logan Brown, up to an 87 now. Like, he's just going to keep growing. I think that first line definitely is working for him. Not as many points, but he brings that physical presence to that line. And everyone else, yeah, so not too bad. Let's take a look at defensively. Everyone's seems to be in the plus range. 44, Pionk, Brandstrom, Smith with 21 points. Yeah, everyone's doing all right. I don't see anything bad yet. Goalie wise, Tucker Tyne having a good year. Backup Brigley, he's having a really stellar year with that's some impressive stats there, and he's sure to grow into our starting goalie for sure. But Tucker Tyne is still keeping up with the stats, so even if he transitions to our backup goalie, I think we're still gonna have a really cool 1-2 punch there. Other than that, let's take a look quickly at our AHL squad, see how they're doing. Bodine leading the way with 49 points, with Vorbev right behind. Not too bad. Got Tristan Waugh with 38 points. Vikers with 37. Did we get any growth from these two? You have Tristan Waugh, Vikers, yeah. Petri Levo is a guy we just picked up in free agency. Let's take a look at defense. Hickerman leading the way with 24 points. -4, though. Probably not a great year down there in the AHL. Hernandez with 21. Yeah, so goalie-wise, we had Tom, this guy. Oh, I forgot to start those goalies we signed. Oh, that's probably why. Oops, that's okay. The AHL can be a scratch-off. That's okay. But, yeah, not too bad from our players. I don't think we need to go out and get anybody. No one's really making me think that we need to trade, but we going to do our due diligence and just go take a look at what the trading board looks like. I don't know, maybe there's someone that can help maybe boost our bottom six. Let's just quickly take a look and go through. So we'll sort by the block, and we'll sort by overall. Okay, no one yet. Okay, wow, the Arizona's looking to dump everybody. No one really off the bat here. Fisher would be nice, but he's making way too much money. But that third line, no, he would be going on the line to Phil Kessel. God, still making $9 million for, okay, so is he be a rental $9 million player? And he's listed for a third liner. Man, that'd be a great third line scoring guy. If we look to acquire Mr. Phil Kessel, but he doesn't look like we don't know anything about his pro scouting assignment. I mean, Phil Kessel, maybe. I'd consider getting Phil Kessel. Let me just take a look here. So we'd have to give up one of Mikheyev or Kachuk. They don't want either, I don't think. No. Oh, they want Mikheyev. So Mikheyev's 31. He's 83 overall. What's he done this year? 13 goals, 11 assists. And he's on the last year of his $2 million contract. I'd be willing to give him Mikheyev for sure. I just want to see what he's done for us. He's been on our team for, what, a couple of years now? Yeah. And he went to 34, 35, and he could get another 30-point season. I mean, we're going to make the playoffs. We're trying to and boost ourselves for the playoffs. I wouldn't mind getting a guy like Phil Kessel, and maybe if they don't, Arizona doesn't re-sign Mikheyev, we can go get him back in the offseason. So, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think he probably could fit well, and I don't really want to give up Kachuk yet. So let's try it out. Mikheyev for Phil Kessel. This should work, and we can probably get them to eat some cap too because it's only 1 year. Okay, no, their salary's going down here. Let's try 1.8 to eat. So Phil Kessel for Mikheyev. Does that go through? No. What if they just didn't eat any cap? So what if they just didn't again? Mikheyev for Phil Kessel. Does that go through straight up? No. Okay. So we'd have to add something. I'm okay with adding something, especially because we're going for the playoffs this year. So we have 2 first-round picks coming up. Looks like Columbus, that's going to be a really nice first-round pick. So let's give up a third-round pick. So the Winnipeg Jets third-round pick. This should go through for Phil Kessel. Phil the Thrill, welcome to the Ottawa Senators. And we'll be rocking that third line with Matthew Kachuk. Let's see what I'm hoping the chemistry stays the same there. I really do. So let's see what happens. Let's insert Phil Kessel. He's 84 overall still. No, no boost. That's all right. I don't know if moving Logan Brown would do anything. No. Okay, that's fine. So Phil Kessel. I'm not moving Ivanov down or Kerfoot. That's fine for that third line if they don't get a plus, but we know we're going to get at least some goal scoring out of this guy still. So I'm fine with that. Even North going up to an 83. I like that. Some growth out of Josh Norris. Even Gruden up to an 80 overall. So we got some growth out of those two, which is great. I'm not going to put Kessel on the fourth line. So, yeah, I think we're good with that. So, we went and acquired Phil Kessel. I think it's just a little bit of a boost. I don't think we need to acquire any defense. I'm loving the way our top four is. I mean, I could go out and maybe look for a defenseman to maybe trade Ty Smith for. But there's really no one here. I don't think Arizona had anybody. I mean, Chikrin? Oh, man. As soon as I say that, right? And he fits well in our top four a little bit. I'd have to worry about re-signing him next year, though. Jacob Chikrin or Ekman Larson. He has 2 years left at 8.2. Let's go through the other teams. Well, let me just go through the other teams. Look at this. Charlie McAvoy. I would love to get a stud. And he fits well. Okay, I have to try to get McAvoy, guys. And he fits perfectly well in our scheme on line 2. So you know what? Let's try to get Charlie McAvoy here. So we definitely would have to get rid of Ty Smith, unfortunately. Or you move Ty Smith down to the bottom pair. So if we move Ty Smith down to the bottom pair, we'd have to move one of Dorsett or was it Dorsett or Kostikson? And Kostikson has no. We're not moving Kostikson, so it would be Dorsett. Do we try to move Dorsett? I mean, we're gaining here, so we might as well. You know, what has he done this year? He hasn't really done much. Only a +5. You know what? Let's add in Dorsett. It's probably going to take more than Dorsett, though. Let's see. Do we have anything else to give up? We have an unsigned. Yeah, we can give him Rodin. When did we draft this guy? He was a first-round pick, 15th overall. Yeah, you know, I'm comfortable with that. So we'll give him Rodin and Dorsett for Charlie McAvoy. It's a rental defenseman and possibly a defenseman of the future. Does that go through? Trade rejected. Okay, so that's going to take a little bit more. So let's go into the draft picks. We have a lot, so we'll give him a, how about the other third-round pick that we have? It'll be our third-round pick, Rodin and Dorsett. So we're giving them 2 defensive prospects for Charlie McAvoy. Does that go through? Trade accepted. All right. So we got Charlie McAvoy and Phil Kessel here at the deadline to help strengthen our team and have a really a tough team to play against in the playoffs. So what we have to do here is move Smith down to the bottom there. And hopefully this doesn't screw anything up because it said it would fit. There we go. So +1. So we got 2 right-handers. Oh boy. I wonder if moving Branson, yeah, that wouldn't work. So we'll keep McAvoy and Pionk. Does this do anything? No. No. So I don't want to stunt Kostikson, but Smith and Kostikson will play on that. Moving McAvoy down do anything? No. So we'll keep McAvoy and Pionk together. Chabot and Brandstrom. I don't think this would do much either. Now we'll make him +1, but I want to keep them as the +3. So McAvoy, Pionk, Brandstrom, Chabot. I know it looks weird with 2 lefties and 2 righties, but I think this will help our defensive core. Let me just make sure the special teams are okay. Maybe McAvoy on the first power play line could work. Will this do anything to the power play? Okay, so that works. It gives it a +1. So Chabot and McAvoy, Pionk and Brandstrom. All right, so that works like that. Move that there, and let's put Chabot and McAvoy on the power play as well. So it doesn't do much, but that's okay. Let's just see if this does anything. No, okay. So I think that helped. I think, let me just actually make sure everything is copacetic with, yeah, okay, everything looks good. Extras, what's 3-on-3 look like? I think we can put McAvoy for Pionk now as the 3-on-3 guy here. Okay, that's good. All right, so there we go, guys. Two big trade deadline moves. We're getting Phil Kessel and Charlie McAvoy on the Ottawa Senators. So let's see. Do we finally crack the playoffs? I really hope we do with those 2 trades and definitely go for a deep playoff run. I think we can do it. Let's see what happens here. Let's just sim it to the end of the regular season. Not going to try to stop halfway through. Let's do it, boys. Come on. Give me some W's on the board. Already starting off 1-1. There we go. We got another win. Another loss. Looks like it's pretty evened up here. Come on, guys. Oh, we're winning by a lot, too. 8-4. That's a good score. Yeah, it looks like it's up and down. Come on. So inconsistent. You make those trades, and your team just becomes inconsistent all of a sudden. Yeah, look, it's win-win. Oh, God, 9-4. Looks like putting Phil the Thrill on that third line is helping with the goal scoring, that's for sure. So, yeah, there's some W's there. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a tight Atlantic Division race there. I really hope we make the playoffs. I really want to. Come on, guys. Give us a strong finish here in the last 2 weeks. Couple of W's there. There's 2. Come on. There's a shootout. We still gain a point. Oh, we cracked it. There's next. All right, so we made the playoffs, finally. And we finished off strong. 50, 28, and 4. Our strongest season yet. And look at that. Matthews not finishing with a high point percentage, but 85 points is still great. We're finishing a point behind the Lightning for the Atlantic Division. Oh, man, that's crazy. So close, guys. But, yeah, let's just take a look at our final season stats. I'm glad we have a better record. We're going to have a strong playoff run, I think. And Phil Kessel, I can't say that that's always all us. Actually, you can probably check. You can probably check and see what he's done as an Ottawa Senator. I think you go into it. Okay, so he had 10 goals, 17. He had 17 points in 21 games on that third line. So, you know what? I'm so proud of that acquisition, and we only have him for as a rental player. Austin Matthews with 44 goals. Maurizio O'Reilly, 28 with 71 points. Chabot with 71 points. Ivanov with 69 points. You know what? We have a pretty good team stat overall wise. Let's take a look and see what McAvoy did for us. Player info. Let's see here. As a Ottawa Senator in 21 games, he had 13 points, but he was a plus 14, which is what I like to see with 2 power play goals. So that was a good acquisition getting Charlie McAvoy as well. I think he'll fit well in this team into the future as well. So guys, we made the playoffs. Just kind of sim ahead here. See who we got. It looks like we had the Maple Leafs. Oh, my God. Do we have Battle of Ontario in the first round? We do. So the Battle of Ontario, the Leafs and Sens in the first round, and that will be in the next video, guys. So awesome. We finally made the playoffs. Can't wait to get these underway, and I'll pump some more videos out for you guys with our playoff run and hopefully on our way to our first Stanley Cup. That's going to do it for it, guys, in this video. This is the Armchair GM Sports Network, your source for North American sports coverage by sports fans, for sports fans, and the Ottawa Senators NHL 20 GMO commentary series. I'll see you guys next time in the next video for the playoff run.